Welcome back to NBA Cinema. So we finally got our first look at Luka Doncic and LeBron James together. And I must say, I got to give JJ Redick some kudos for staggering their minutes. These guys came out and started and played really well. One of the things I saw is how they were trying to hit ahead and advance the ball to one another to create mismatches. But also you could see Luka's passing ability, LeBron James' passing ability, and what did Jackson Hayes get right off the bat? A Luka lob, off of penetration. And so uh, it looked good, first game. Austin Reeves still did his thing, 22 points, only on 10 shots, and it's only a few minutes left in the fourth. And we're going to hear from them in this video after the game, man. I'm going to wait till after the game to post that in there, but I wanted to come and talk about this a little bit. Now, Dirk Nowitzki pulled up to the game, and I don't think he works with the Mavs no more, but he does still have an advisory position within the organization. And he posted before going to the game, says, "It's Mavs for life, but I'm going to support my guy Luka." And he was right there in the crowd with his father at his Lakers debut. So Dirk is showing support for Luka. You had the Mavs still getting booed at home, and one of the guys held up a sign. One of the fans in the crowd, he was seen mouthing "Fire Nico" on the big screen, and they escorted him out of the arena after that. So it's a lot going on, but AD obviously got hurt his felt something in his abdomen, and Daniel Gafford went down. His legs buckled today. So I was going to say AD was going to end up playing five anyway, even though he didn't want to in LA, because you have to remember Derek Lively is still out as well. But it looks like AD is going to miss extended time, and also potentially Daniel Gafford. And that was the one thing that the organization could not have. They could not have immediate injuries to AD and then watch the Lakers run up the score and blow out a team in Luka's debut. But let's get into these interviews, guys. Let's speak.
How did it feel when you actually got on the court and just got to start playing basketball, and you and LeBron are throwing alley-oops? How did you process the whole thing emotionally?
Being special, the way they received me, everybody, it was amazing to see. I was a little nervous before. I remember when was the last time I was nervous before the game. So, but once I stepped on the court, it was fun, and just being out there again felt amazing.
The camera and the microphone picked up LeBron telling you in the pregame huddle to be you, don't try to fit in, fit out. What did that message mean to you, and what does it look like for you to fit out with this team?
I mean, it's like I said before, it's special. For him to say something like that just feels amazing, give me confidence. And, after that speech, it was chills. So I was just happy to be part of it.
Luka, a little bit of a two-part question. What's it been like being here since Monday and not playing, and watching this team win? And I guess, along with Dave asked, seeing their style, seeing how they've been playing, how easy was it for you to join them?
Yeah, I mean, the first game I saw at Clippers, I just felt that they're very, very connected on both ends of the floor. So since I came here, I just wanted to play with them. So every game I saw, they played amazing, very connected, and for me, it was just I want to be there with them.
Luka, what was it like playing with LeBron, and you hit him late in the first half with that outlet pass for the layup, and just kind of the two-man chemistry with you two?
I mean, it's special. I mean, he sees the game in a different way than a lot of people, and his IQ is insane. And just have two guys like that on court, I think it's going to help the whole team out.
Luka, there was to your left, right from there you go. There were a couple times no look passes you were making. Sometimes it didn't seem like the guys were expecting them. JJ said some of them maybe a little off target, joking with you. But just, have you already had conversations with guys about that, just to be ready for any and all passes at any time, because you're going to be looking for them?
Yeah, I saw some conversation. Honestly, like JJ said, we shooting. They weren't on target yet. I've been long a lot of the time, most of my career. So like I said before, I was just really happy to be out there again.
Hey, Luka, I can guess, considering there's expectations for you to become the Lakers' next biggest superstar for the next 10 years, but why were you nervous tonight?
I mean, I didn't play in a long time, first of all. It's new team, new everything, but like the way they helped me, teammates, Rob, Ginny, it's just a lot of support for me. You can see when I come into the arena, I saw all the Luka jerseys. It was just a surreal feeling.
Hey, Luka. Being introduced last, when did you know that was going to happen? What was your reaction to it? And what did you think about the fact that LeBron sort of gave you that honor?
Yeah, he texted me in the morning. He said, whatever you want. And I said, it's, for him to text me that, it's just amazing. So shows what kind of person he is. And, you know, he let me have my moment. So I really appreciate it.
So he said, it's your choice? Or, I mean, when you say whatever you want, can you
Yeah, he said it, whatever you want. He texted me whatever you want.
And so what did you text back?
Yeah, I mean, today, if he can let me read this one. But from now on, he'll be the last.
Okay.
Hey, Luka, what did it mean for you, for Dirk to be here for your first Laker game, and what has he meant overall to you during your career?
A lot, man. Just for him to show up, great friend, always looked up to him, great mentor. So for him to show up, you know, fly all the way from Dallas was amazing, and I really, really appreciate it.
And Luka, over here. When you think about everything that tonight encapsulated as an experience, what was your favorite part?
Probably being introduced, just the amount of cheering there was in the arena was absolutely unbelievable. So I would say that was my favorite part, and to play again.
Hey, Luka. You had your dad and Dirk here tonight, and everyone in the arena wearing your jersey. What was the support you felt in your first game?
Big support. Like I say, you know, when I was introduced, everybody was cheering. Appreciate the Lakers putting all my jerseys out. It was unbelievable to do that, and I really appreciate it.
Hey, Luka, you've been here less than a week, but it came out today that you donated to the fire victims. What impressed that on your heart to do that, and what did it mean for you to be here in LA, and be able to make that sort of a gesture so early, so soon?
Yeah, I was trying to give back to the community. You know, I did that in Dallas, did it in Slovenia, mostly. But it's important for me. When I learned, you know, that horrible things happened, study a little bit more about what happened. You know, it was really important for me to give back to the community.
Luka, all the way in the back. Melissa asked you about kind of the nerves and maybe the moment those melted away. Given everything that's happened this past week, the trade, still coming back from injury, what was the moment in this game that you said, all right, no, this might be new, this might be a different jersey, but this is fun, and I'm good?
Yeah, the moment I stepped on court, the moment there was a jump ball, the moment we start playing, you know, I told to myself, this is what I do, this is what I enjoy most doing, so that was the moment.
Luka, I know you're here now, but obviously you have a lot of friends and teammates and family back in Dallas. What have you been paying attention at all to some of the reception they've got at their home games and some of their fallout back there?
I mean, yeah, I saw. Obviously, I saw the fans. You know, obviously, I really appreciate it. You know, I've been there 7 years, almost 7 years, and it was amazing to experience those friends and the love for me. You know, I will always appreciate that, but now I think we should focus on the next step, and the way Lakers fans received me here was amazing.
Luka, ¿cómo sentiste la recepción que te dio el público?
Muy bueno, como he dicho, fue una de las mejores partes de mi noche. Ha sido muchos gritos, así que la verdad que eso fue uno de los mejores momentos de esta noche para mí.
Luka Živa, to bo prva slovenščina iz Los Angelesa. Kaj bi sporočil, povedal Sloveniji, ki te je podpirala skozi vse to, ki je danes po noč, po moje, iskala prenose bolj kot še v rookie sezoni? Kaj je tvoje sporočilo, kaj jih pričakuje tudi tukaj, če te bojo želeli obiskati?
Res hvala. Mislim, da bom imel poznejše tekme, še 2 uri več, ki izdala sem, ampak res hvala. Videl sem veliko podpore iz Slovenije, tako da res hvala vsem. Upam, da so zadovoljni.
Luka, para el diario AS, para España, después de todo lo grande que ha sido Pau para este equipo, tú vas a ser la primera gran estrella europea, el primer jugador franquicia europeo en los Lakers. ¿Cómo se siente eso?
Muy bien. He hablado con mucha gente aquí que tiene muchísimo respeto para Pau y lo que él ha significado para los Lakers. Así que espero verle por aquí. Sé que vive aquí también, así que un orgullo de estar aquí.
Thanks, Luka.
Thank you.
Fortunately, Geet and I were fortunate enough to be down there tonight. And, you know, it was, I don't want to compare to any other night, but I remember Kobe's, you know, the game he hit 60. Byron was there, you know, and you know, all the celebrities and everybody who didn't travel all around the world, but walking into the arena, you could just feel something different. People had their 77s, and once you got in there, it was just very, you know, strong feeling of anticipation of him even coming on the floor. And then when we were doing our broadcast, you know, he came out and it was just this big roar. And so I think people are really excited about what, you know, we have. It's just not a trade where we're going to have a player for 2-3 years. This is possibly 10, 12 years. And, you know, to go along with what we already had going, trending in the right direction, it's just, you know, we have 2 Magic Johnsons on the floor now, with he and LeBron. So, but every time he touched the ball, every time he took a warm-up shot and hit one, people would they were just going crazy. So, yeah, we haven't had this since, you know, since Magic, since Kareem, since, you know, LeBron, Kobe. It's one of those type of feelings.
Yeah, I think, like Clever said, the anticipation of him just putting that Laker uniform on and coming out provides that hope of, you know, that championship caliber players here, somebody to build around in the future. And Braz and I talked, you know, before the game started about, you know, this trade being good for both teams. You know, Dallas, they want to win now. And we got the player in Luka, who's a megastar at 25 years old, who can have this uniform on for the next 10 years. Yeah. And you got something to build around. So in LA, you see so much excitement because of the fact that you have you have one of the top 3-4 players in the NBA on your team at 25 years old to go along with a 40-year-old who's playing at a very high level, and the rest of the group that is playing extremely well, Austin Reeves, Rui, all those guys are playing really good. And you could even see it with the players. Just his arrival, it's the excitement that the players are even having, you know, thinking about playing alongside of Luka and LeBron. It just brings that added motivation for these guys to go out and play well, play together. But I think it really just brings excitement back to Los Angeles.
So, man, we saw Luka's debut, and I think it was a success for Lakers fans. You look over there in Dallas, they have some things to figure out, man. It's been a complete disaster. You trade Luka Doncic, and everybody gets hurt on the interior, including the person you've traded for. Not to mention, Kyrie hasn't been the most reliable person when it comes to injuries throughout his career as well. So you kind of just crossing your fingers, hoping that he stays a little bit healthy. But, man, to see Luka and LeBron come out and thrive, it's going to be interesting. Now, I do have some concerns when they play a really good team in the interior. I think they'll probably still have the same problems with Denver, even more because you don't have AD to offset any of what Joker does, which would be a humongous problem. You know, you'll miss AD when you're even playing like Jaren Jackson Jr. and those guys. So, but I do think LeBron can defend Jaren pretty good. It's just gonna be, you know, you don't have that help side of AD and AD guarding players like that straight up anymore. But I will say, offensively, they look really good. And one of the things you can do with LeBron and Luka, the way that their team is built, you can stagger their minutes and still get the same maximum potential out of the guys surrounding them, just based off of LeBron and Luka's approach to the game, skill sets being very similar. Although Luka is, I want to say he's much more aggressive looking for his offense than Bron at times, especially down the stretch. But, you know, obviously both of them can do it. But I'm saying Luka, you know, he's a little more offensive minded than Bron. But they're both phenomenal passers, you know, generational type passes. You know, these guys, they have that unique skill set. And I think when you look at the makeup of this roster and the way that Austin Reeves is coming into his own and establishing himself as that clear-cut third option on this team, I think that is going to be one of the factors determining how far they can go. He asserted himself, dropped, 45, 7 and 7 when both LeBron and Luka was out the other day. And so now he kind of forms their big three. He's the third piece of their big three right now. Mark Williams, in theory, would have been the type of guy that could help. But I think, honestly, Jackson Hayes is capable of bringing to your team what Mark Williams would have brought. And I say that with all due respect. I mean, he was putting those stats up in Charlotte, but I'm talking about just in general, the way he'll be used, challenging shots, rim running, because it wasn't going to be no ISOs and, you know, you dump it to him, get out his way type ball being played. So Jackson Hayes should really take this moment, elevate his game, elevate his value throughout the league. So even if he's not with the Lakers forever, he kind of shows like how valuable he can be. And, you know, kind of Isaiah Hartenstein, his own career in a way. You know what I'm saying? The way Isaiah Hartenstein showed his value around the league and, you know, played in New York and now he got paid in OKC. Do that for himself. But I think the Lakers, they do have some pieces and, you know, it'll be a different type of game plan for them. And I say these teams will give them matchup problems with bigs, but in the end of the day, you still have to prepare for LeBron James and Luka Doncic as well. And so you have your own problem too. It's not a one-way street with this. So yeah, man, they play really well tonight. I'll be looking at some of their tougher games going forward, but they've been on a bit of a run, and LeBron has been playing a bit more rejuvenated. You know, showing off his athleticism at the age of 40. Still doing all types of things, man. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.